water, sewer, water, asphalt ceiling.
Are we ready?
You used your little.
No. Robin put it away. I keep forgetting. Do you like seeing
All right, you have to bang that 2 times really loud. You can do it. I believe in you. Just 2 times really loud. Welcome, everyone, to the October 27th meeting of the Goshen City Council. I am joined tonight by Oliver Jaskowska, who is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight. Oliver told me that he has been practicing a lot this week in order to be able to do that, right? And you're only a little bit nervous, right? Okay. Well, if you could all please stand and join us. All right, now you got to come through. All right, take your right hand over your heart. All right, you ready? Start us anytime.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh my gosh, you did it. Thank you, Oliver. You can go sit with your mom now. We'll take things from here. Can we get one more round of applause for Oliver? All right. Now you're welcome to stay, Oliver and family, but you're also welcome to be excused at any point in time if you don't want to stay for the rest of the business meeting. All right, could the clerk treasurer please call the roll?
Counselor Gerber.
Here.
Counselor Ledrock.
Here.
Counselor Nisley.
Here.
Counselor Peel.
Here.
Counselor Reichsecker.
Here.
Counselor Schrock.
Present.
Council President Whittle.
Here.
Youth Advisor Reyes.
Here. Okay, the next item on our agenda is the approval of our meeting agenda for tonight, which is short and sweet. Is there a motion from the council?
We'll move.
Second.
We have a motion from Nisley and a second from Peel. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Okay, Chief Miller, welcome.
May I approach?
You may, please
Thank
do.
I know I'm going to be walking around, so I figured this way I get everybody. No, thank you for this evening, giving me this moment to recognize one of our officers, Officer Bland. If you would approach, please. This started with I was on vacation, and I received a voicemail on my message when I got back to work that said, Chief Miller, I'd like to talk to you about some of your policies that you have and reference to some officers. Like, okay. And usually we know how that can go. So I call on a Monday and I spoke to this gentleman. He goes, yeah, I was just wanting to talk to you about your policies. He goes, I saw your officers doing something and he goes, I want to tell you about it and I would like it to be recognized, but I don't want him to get in trouble. And I'm like, well, I don't want him in trouble either. You can go ahead and tell me. And he said, well, there were some boys playing football out in the roadway playing catch, and Officer Bland, who is one of our officers that is truly there for the kids in our community, wants to be involved. He pulls up and apparently several of the kids took off running. And from what I understand, he went around the block, came back again, and the kids were back there. And it was a simple, you guys aren't in any trouble. I was just going to throw a ball with you. Well, then that started some catch there. And one of the residents that was there was videoing it and actually forwarded me the videos of the interaction. And I just thought it was real special. This is something that we preach to our applicants that want to be police officers, that Writing tickets is important. Enforcing the law is important, but spending time with our youth and our community is just as important because they are our future. And so it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to these people. So I passed that information along to Mayor, and we decided we want to do something special for Officer Bland. So boys, come on up, guys. These are 3 of the 4 boys, great young men. I went to you come on in. I went to a sporting goods store in Mishawaka to get a football because we thought it'd be a great idea to have these young men sign this football for Officer Bland. So as I'm getting the football, I go to pay, and I actually got tapped on the shoulder and pushed aside, and a lady slid her credit card in the machine. Said, "I want to take care of that." I said, "No, man, you don't have to." She goes, "No, absolutely, I'm going to take care of it." She goes, "I take it you don't play football." I'm like, "Yeah, not anymore." And I explained the situation to her, and it just warmed her heart. And she said, "Absolutely, I want to get this." So we had a random person from Mishawaka footed the bill for the football. We tracked down the young men. They signed it, and I thought it'd be really cool to have these young men present this football to Officer Bland for his deeds. Officer Bland, do you have anything you want to say?
So I always go to the residents at Cross Street quite often, talk to the residents. I honestly have never seen these boys before that day, and I just driving by on 9th Street, headed south, and I saw them playing. So I went all the way around, came back, and then as soon as I pulled up to their residence, this one in the blue took off screaming like, and then he made his way back around, and then he ended up army crawling underneath the white truck that's over there at Silverado. And I kind of got on my patrol car and I ran over at him, and he just kind of like froze, like he couldn't move because he was stuck underneath the truck. But I've dreamed my whole life to be a cop, and it's not to take people to jail. It's not to write tickets. I honestly don't write tickets. But it's there is such a negative outlook on police right now in the whole United States, the whole world. I know I'm only one person, but I'm doing my best to every single person that I come in touch with or just touch, to know that if I show up, they're in good hands. And I just love the youth.
Well, I just want to extend my thanks to you, Officer Bland, and to the guys also for signing the football. We wanted to make sure that you always have a ball in your car. So if you see the kids next time, you're ready to go at any time. So thank you so much for your excellent service to the community. We appreciate you.
Do you need a picture with you and the ball?
About the army crawl.
Yeah.
See if we can get under this week.
Yeah.
Can we get one more round of applause for the kids? Okay. Y'all are welcome to stay, but you're also free to go as well. I'm assuming dinner may be calling soon for many of you. This brings us to the business part of our meeting tonight. which is the hearing for ordinance 5233. Council President Weddle, can you introduce ordinance 5233?
Clerk Treasurer, please read ordinance 5233 by title only.
Ordinance 5233, an ordinance for appropriations and tax rates. Second reading for the proposed 2026 Goshen Public Library budget.
I move for the passage of ordinance 5233 on second and final reading.
Second.
We have a motion from Weddle and a second from Reedsecker. Okay. You have all heard the presentation, open hearing. Is there anybody who in the audience who would like to speak to this matter before we move forward with any discussion? Okay, and close the public hearing. Sorry, did you have a question?
So I think we need to make a motion to submit the updated, corrected.
Okay.
Correct. So I'll make a motion to replace what was in the packet with the corrected, updated.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to update the packet with the updated content from today. So motion from Weddle and a second from Letterock. All those in favor?
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Okay, that brings us to the agenda at hand. Ann Margaret, would you like to give an update, or do you have a representative from Baker Tilly who's going to give the review the update today? Okay. Okay. I was scanning. I didn't see anybody. Yep.
So Ann Margaret Rice, I'm the director at Goshen Public Library. As you recall, you approved the issuance of bonds on behalf of the library back last fall to do an HVAC renovation project or replacement project. Project is now well underway with an expected completion date in the spring. I'm happy to answer questions about that. As a result of issuing bonds, that put us in the position of having a binding review process for our 2026 budget. Just a matter of law and procedure initiated by the Indiana State Legislature. And so we've had our public hearing. If you have questions about our budget, we're happy to answer those. Otherwise, we hope that you will approve the budget tonight and we'll move on.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Director Rice?
Yeah, can you stay there? Okay, very quick one. And you may not be able to answer it. I was just curious because we went through our budget process, but there's a line item on there that's property tax cap impact. How do you use that line? I mean, you can't really project that cap right now, but does that?
Do you mind coming to the microphone, and if you could state your name also, that would be helpful for the minutes.
I'm Greg Laughlin. I'm the business manager and the treasurer for the board as well. It's a leftover from when we had to incorporate it in the budgets years past.
It was they made you project it, or
they gave us a number that put in there, but we could project it, but they've never removed that particular item from it. So it's still sitting there, but it's figured out differently now.
All right. I was just curious because I don't think anybody knows what that's going to be until
right. Yeah,
we don't get the money. But, okay. Thank you very much.
Just hasn't removed it yet.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional questions for either Director Rice, or did you sign your name also? You could write your name on there too. Both of you, that'll help for the minutes later. Okay, if we don't have any additional questions or comments from the council, are there any remaining comments or questions from the audience regarding the library budget? Okay, we'll move back to the council. Are you prepared to vote on second reading? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously on second reading.
Just a reminder to the council members to please stay afterwards and sign the ordinance. Thank you.
Okay. That brings us to privilege of the floor. Is there anybody here tonight that wishes to speak to the council with something that's not on tonight's agenda? Going once, twice. Okay. We'll move on. The next item is elected official reports.
Had a redevelopment commission meeting. I believe it was last week. We had put out RFPs for the old D&T muffler shop. which we received one full price proposal. And then I'll be meeting with Megan Hessel and staff to review that. It looks promising, which is good.
I read something in the paper about potential developer wanting to develop on that property on Third Street. Is that-
Yes, so then it would be the property that is north of the Hawks building. And so there's another proposal there from the group from View Rail. They've already been awarded the property south of well, that falls in between the co-housing and the Hawks building. And they're starting to, I believe, process to break ground with that shortly. And they have plans or an idea for that other property, which we always have some concerns when you give multiple projects to the same developer. However, since they are local, we felt pretty confident with that. See how that goes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Anybody else? The elected official report?
On Saturday, the Department of Environmental Resilience had a tree planting, which was just north of the high school. And there were about 40 people out there from early elementary school all the way through retirement age. And they made a really significant contribution to the city's future by planting all those trees.
Thank you.
The EID met and there's some discussion going about ideas regarding Art Alley. I'm assuming I'll hear some updates with that next meeting. The holiday lights are going up and there are some new businesses going in downtown. So we've seen Nova, which is going in at, they've been having some carry out that's in blank space, and Cortado is opening soon. I am unsure about the ice cream place in the pink building, but there was discussion about that going. I think they're slowly getting that together, but I think that's it with them. Oh, I had one more. I have a story about a really amazing police experience, and I've already told Chief about this, but over the summer, my daughter worked for Fiddler Pond, and there was a call that had to be made out there, and a couple of officers came out there and she met them. And then not a couple days later, she was in a really bad car accident on 33. And that same officer happened to show up and he said, he sees her on the stretcher and he's like, Libby? She said, well, hi, fancy meeting you here. And he stayed with her, and then he stayed with us at the hospital, and his name's Officer Ellison, and I've seen him around town now quite frequently, and it was just a really, really great experience, and he really just took the extra effort. So
Thank you.
it's always good to hear nice things about our police officers from time to time.
Can we ask any questions while we're here instead of just a report? It's okay.
As long as it's germane to the work of the council and the body.
Okay. All right.
We'll see what you come up with.
From
and then
the roundabout out there on the west side of town, when will that be open to 17? Do you have an idea? Looks close.
It's not.
So we had a progress meeting last week, and we are being told before Thanksgiving, it'll be completely open along Peddler's Village Road.
Okay. I just wanted to say that that's very nice. It turned out better than I think I expected it originally, but I like it. I like it. It gets me to work and to Panera Bread a little bit faster. And my brother will be happy when you get it so he can get to Lowe's faster. One other thing, and it's serious and it's kind of humorous at the same time, but a constituent called me and I got a message that there's a chicken on Main Street that is pecking their windows at First State Bank. And she wanted to know what avenues there is to do. So is that a District 4 concern that Councilwoman Peel needs to take care of, or council persons at large?
You can always call the mayor's office and we will direct you to the appropriate resource, which would be anytime there's a loose animal that you can always call the Humane Society. The city contracts with
they'll
the
take
Elk Creek
chickens,
County.
they'll pick up chickens.
They take all kinds of animals.
Okay. I was just curious.
Everything except like vermin, then you have to call wildlife specialist to have it removed if it's a raccoon or something.
Okay.
But we are in contract with them. So
Okay. I'll relay that message when I get home tonight.
Mhm.
I bet though if you put it on Facebook,
Put the
they will
video, put the
find
video
it.
on Facebook. Well, I was going to tell her just post it and see if somebody wants to come get it. I guess I don't know what you do with the chicken. It's pretty big, but
I already told her to call.
You can tell her when you get home.
I have a
Well, tell everybody it was your wife.
oh,
I have a question about this space. Since the court is moving out, how will that affect the design of the room and how we interact as a council?
we are planning on doing some updates. We're waiting for an estimate on some of the design of the space. So to make sure that we're utilizing updated technology and want to make sure that it's a flexible meeting space too.
Okay.
So we're working on that design right now.
On behalf of Councilman Gerber and myself, we want to highlight the fact that coming on Wednesday evening, November 12th, there will be a community conversation with Mayor Lichty and County Council at Large, Stephen Clark, kind of giving a rundown on the impacts on SEA 1. So we want to make sure that the public is aware of that. We'd love to see that theater where it will be held filled.
Mhm.
And depending on how long they speak, there will potentially be a chance for some moderated questions.
Yes. Starting at 5:30, we're hoping to go an hour. But I think if it's a robust Q&A, then we might go a little longer, but
And
yeah.
again, it's going to be strictly over SEA 1.
right.
I know that there will be a lot of potential questions on other issues, but we want to concentrate on that solely. So
Thank you for organizing that. You too. Appreciate it.
there's been a number of community members that have been actively involved, so it's not by any means just the two of us. That will be held at the Goshen Theater.
I just returned from the AIM elected official conference, and the entire week's seminar content was about SEA 1. So it's obviously impacting everybody on multiple levels. So good to stay updated on that. Any other?
April wants to.
I
jump
just
in.
wanted to give like an update. Me and my class also did the tree thing, but it was during school day, but it was like in the morning. It was me and the youth advisor for the school board. So it was really fun. We did it by a factory, I think. We were planting trees by a factory. And then also we were at the trunk or treat at Shanklin, and that was really fun. And then also we just finished the costume drive, and we want to give out candy on Halloween to the school and Chandler, because we have some classes at Chandler. Some of our programs are at Chandler, and that's where I am in the mornings. So I was trying to give out there, but I don't know if it's going to be like possible to give out to the kids just because they're like little, and I don't know how that would work. But I know for the high school like students, we should be able to.
You can come join the mayor at City Hall. I will have trick or treaters coming from 2:30 to 4:30 on Halloween. Yeah. I may or may not be in a costume.
I have one other thing on my way here that I saw. It's probably 4 or 5 signs. I didn't have a chance to read them on Clinton Street that are between the road and the sidewalk. Is that allowed, or is that something that can be addressed, I guess?
Typically, it's not. If you want to call, you can always call the mayor's office, and if it's a zoning issue, if it's in the public right of way, we can.
Okay, thank you.
Have them removed. Yeah. Any other questions, comments, updates? Mr. Nisley, did you have something? Are you ready
to
go?
adjourn.
Okay. Do we have a motion from Counselor Nisley to adjourn? Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.